Max defeat here in Leyton Orient. What's your assessment of that game?
Yeah, disappointed. I think there's ways to lose a game. Sometimes you can be beaten by a better team or you don't perform. I think we had enough chances today to put the game probably up to bed earlier, take it away from Leyton Orient. We never, and then the disappointing thing is I think we've beat ourselves today, self-inflicted. We've just spoken in the dressing room then. There's no screaming or shouting, there's no overreaction, but my point to the lads was, that was a missed opportunity today. But we've responded well to every setback we've had this season, and that's the message. This period's really busy. My message has stayed the same since the start of the season to now. When we win, we don't get too high, and after a defeat, we don't get too low. And it's not a case of brushing things under the carpet. We'll certainly look at what went wrong. But yeah, I think there was a lot of good in the game without seeing it back. Started both halves really well in total control, and we had a spell and a period where we've got to do better, especially when you come away from home and against a team who, all right, the league table at the moment doesn't suggest they've been performing where they want to be, but this team were in the playoff final last year. We didn't take it lightly, but like I said, if you don't take your chances against teams like this, they've got good players, and they've capitalised on probably our mistakes, our stuff that we're usually very good at, defending the box and making good decisions. So all I can say is thanks to the supporters who've come out in good numbers, backed us all away. Yeah, just disappointing, because I think we'll look back at that as certainly 3 points dropped.
You've sort of already started picking the game apart. Obviously, in the days coming, you'll continue to do that. Are there positives to take from those starts of the first half and second half, in particular, sort of almost silencing what was quite a loud crowd in the end? Yeah. Are they the positives you can take?
Yeah, I think we created a lot today. Like I said, I think in games like today, when you score away from home, I look back to say like a Cardiff away, where you've got to capitalise and take the game away from them quickly. And for me, coming out to the second half, the way we've been playing lately, the minimum we should have left here with today is 1-1 minimum. We haven't. So, yeah, take it on the chin. Gracious in defeat. So we've got to move on. Like I said, analyse what we can do better, and what a really good fixture to go into now, Boxing Day. And the message was recovery now, and rest is vital. Everyone's got to do things properly, because this is a really busy period. It'll test the squad. There's good players today who've not made the bench, and lads who are at home. So it's going to take everyone within the squad to come together, push forward, and help each other. And like I said, the big thing is no big overreaction, but disappointing.
You've spoken about how the lads tend to react well after sort of setbacks like this. Does the fact now that we're at home for the next two games also help sort of encourage the lads even more to continue what's already been a good start to our home form?
Yeah, I think that you've seen this season, this is a squad, a team that really enjoy playing at home. The atmosphere is always great, and Boxing Day's a traditional fixture. Another good team coming to play us, Wigan. Obviously, I know the manager very well. He's a good mate of mine, Lowy. So, I know he'll have Wigan really organised. They've got some good players. But it's up to us now. I think if we can take a lot from today's game, take it into Boxing Day, we know we're a match for anyone in this, and a game for anyone in this division. So, yeah, let's move on quickly and look to put things right on Boxing Day.
A final note just on the supporters, obviously another sellout crowd. How good were they sort of for you in the backing throughout the game, but also at the end? There's defeat, but they're all still there, staying till the end. What's sort of your message for them, especially going into now what is two home games where they'll turn up in the numbers again?
Yeah, I've never shied away from my appreciation for the supporters. It's an expensive time of year, Christmas, presents, travel. It's to turn out in the numbers today, and we do appreciate it, and the fans have been great with us all season, and like I said, I think they could see a team today certainly still trying to take something from the game late on. I thought we were going to nick a point at the end, but wasn't to be. So yeah, let's let's lick our wounds, taking on the chin, and look to put things right on Boxing Day.